Hi everyone, welcome back to Discover and Learn. I am your communications coach and a soft skill trainer by profession, and I'm here to help you out with all your communications problems and to help you speak English fluently and confidently with a practical approach. Today I'm going to talk about something different. I have come up with a lot of tips, tricks, techniques on how to speak English, how to immerse yourself in English, how to surround yourself, how to create an English environment, and so on and so forth. But today I'm going to actually tell you what you need to do to immerse yourself in English or to create an English environment around you. And trust me on this, these are very interesting videos to watch or to listen to in order to improve your English or to create an internal English environment around yourself. So, how do we create an internal English environment? We listen to a lot of things, we read a lot of things, we practice speaking, listening, writing, reading, right? So here I'm going to tell you 6 cartoons which you can watch in order to improve your English or your listening skills or your speaking skills. So are you excited? Well guys, if you want to know in detail about what I'm going to talk about today, quickly subscribe my channel, like my videos, do share with your friends and family. Write your comments in your comments section if you feel like, and don't forget to press the notification icon so that you get all my videos on time free of cost. Now let's get started. The first cartoon is also my favorite. I still watch cartoons. Trust me guys, I still watch cartoons. I really like cartoons. I watch it with my daughter right now, but it's not about my daughter is watching, so I'm watching. It's just that I also feel like watching. I'm also very much interested in watching cartoons, so that is why I watch cartoons a lot. I like watching cartoons. That is a stress buster. It makes me fresh from within. So the first cartoon which I'm going to share with you is Masha and the Bear. It is very interesting. Masha is a little girl and Bear, of course, it is a bear, which is an animal. So Masha lives with this bear and it's basically every episode has a different story wherein Masha comes up with something or the other and the bear has to bear the consequences. Yes, she comes up with something. She wants to help, but it just gets complicated wherein bear has to come up and help her, to rescue her. Every episode is very interesting. Every episode has some new story. Do watch this cartoon. The English is also very simple. You'll understand, you'll relate to it, and you'll enjoy it as well. And what you can do is you can start practicing speaking along with them, right? You can just pick up some dialogues and start practicing it. That will be a practice session also for you at the end of the whichever dialogue you like, or if at any point of time you feel like you can just pause and repeat that sentence, you can do it. So practice it with this cartoon as well. It will help you in speaking practice as well. So this is number 1. Number 2 is Doraemon. It is every kid's favorite. It's a very naughty cartoon. It's every kid's favorite right now. And it's not only kids' favorite, everybody enjoys this Doraemon. So that is another cartoon which is quite different. It has different episodes, different kinds of stories related to science and a lot of other things. So it's a very interesting concept which they have come with Doraemon. So if you start watching that, you will get to learn a lot in a naughty way. So, but this cartoon is also fairly good. So you can start watching this and you can do this exercise of repeat after them. Okay, you can repeat it after them, you can shadow with them, so you can all practice English speaking with it as well. The third one, which is everybody's favorite, I have watched in my childhood this series, this cartoon I've watched since my childhood, and right now every kid watches this. I mean, it's everybody's favorite, and the cartoon is The Jungle Book. We used to watch Mowgli. Yeah, which was in Hindi at that time. We didn't have the advantage of watching it in English at that time. We used to watch Mowgli, but it has come in the form of The Jungle Book, which is in English. And of course, it is a nostalgia. We used to watch it in our childhood and looking at it in a new way, or new episodes and new characters added to it and different things have come up in the story. So it looks good and I still enjoy watching that. So if you haven't watched this cartoon, start watching this, The Jungle Book. You will relate to it, you will enjoy it. You can just start role playing also. You can play anybody's part, the animals or the human part, and you can just start role playing. You can start speaking their dialogues and you can start practicing, English speaking with that as well. And of course, it is very interesting. You will enjoy watching this cartoon as well. And as I told you, it's nostalgia. Like we used to watch since childhood and it's still there. So we feel very much connected to this cartoon, right? So do give it a try. Another one is Mickey Mouse. This is also everybody's favorite. We have also grown up watching Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, Minnie Mouse. So there are lots of versions now. They have Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, they have Mickey Mouse Playhouse something, Mickey Mouse Fun House. Then they have Botoons, Minnie Mouse Botoons. So there are various cartoons or various series, different episodes on Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse and Donald Duck, which you can find on internet, on YouTube, on any cartoon, channel or anywhere. So you can find a lot of videos on that. And trust me on that, you will never get bored of it. And it is very easy. And it is very easy to understand also. The language is also very simple. You'll not find it difficult at all. And the episodes are also very interesting, right? So you will be able to connect to it, and it's just no-brainer, right? You don't have to use your brain while watching it. It is just a stress buster, or it will de-stress you and you will enjoy your time. So again, what you can do is you can just pick up any dialogue and you can start repeating after them. You can role play, you can become Minnie Mouse, you can become somebody, or at times you can become Mickey Mouse and start, speaking their dialogues. Start including these activities while you are watching these cartoons. It will help you a lot. It will help you in your English speaking practice as well. So club these habits while you are doing these things, while you're watching these, while you are spending time in listening or watching. So if you club these habits, it will be much easier for you to start speaking in English, right? Another one is Chip and Dale. Chip and Dale's. This is also very interesting. This is also connected to Mickey Mouse. This is also connected to Mickey Mouse, but they have separate episodes also there in Chip and Dale's. So this is also very interesting to watch. As I said, their English is very simple. Everything is very simple to understand. You will be able to understand it completely. If not, you can just try to watch it 2 or 3 times. If you start watching it, first time you watched, you haven't understood, or if you have understood 20 or 30%, try watching it the other time. And the other advantage we have is we can slow down the speed as well. While we are watching on phone or on laptop or anywhere else, we can slow down the speed as well and we can listen to it carefully. We can turn on the subtitles and we can listen to it just for our understanding. Once we have understood it completely, you have to switch off the subtitle or increase the speed or make it to normal speed and then start watching it again, so that you should understand. If you're able to reflect, if you're able to understand it now, right, with the same pace and the speed without subtitles, whether you're able to understand or not. So you have to make this effort, you have to try doing this, and it will make a difference. So what you can do first is you can switch on the subtitles, you can lower the speed, and you can listen to each and every word carefully so that you understand what is being said. Once you understand it completely, play the original video with the normal speed and without subtitles and try listening to it and see whether you are able to understand it now or not. That will help you a lot in your understanding. So once you've understood it, start speaking with them, repeating after them, or shadowing with them, or pick up any dialogue and start speaking the dialogues. Or you can do role plays also. You can become person 1, person 2, or whoever character is there in that cartoon. You can become that character 1 and character 2, and you can start role playing as well. You can probably come up with your own dialogues. That is fine, absolutely. Okay, it's just that you have to come up with that situation. You know what the situation is, and then you can just come up with your own dialogues. Okay, this will help you a lot in your English speaking practice as well. So when you're immersing yourself in English, when you're watching these things, interesting concepts or interesting cartoons or interesting movies, you take some time out, like 5 minutes or 10 minutes or 2 minutes in between, to start practicing something as well, practicing to speak as well. That is very important. If you start, at least repeating a dialogue or two from the movie or from the cartoon or from the web series or whatever you're watching, it will really help you a lot in your speaking practice, in your understanding, in your sentence construction, vocabulary, pronunciation, and everything else. So start doing this while you're watching anything, or while you're listening to any piece of information in English, or when you're creating an English environment around you, or you're immersing yourself in English. Do practice this. Do club it with this habit of speaking. Whatever you are listening to, whatever you are hearing, whatever you are watching, or whatever you are reading probably. Yeah, that is really going to help you a lot. The last one is, I am sure this is also everybody's favorite, Chhota Bheem. Chhota Bheem is in English, so do watch the episodes in English. Please don't watch it in your mother tongue or Hindi. I am talking about Chhota Bheem in English. So this Chhota Bheem in English is a blockbuster, I guess. So there are a lot of movies also have come, but yes, there's a cartoon of Chhota Bheem which you can watch in English. Of course, this is Indian English, so you will not have any difficulty in watching this. And of course, since these stories we have been hearing since our childhood, so we'll be able to relate to, we will enjoy this, and we will love to listen to it. So do watch it to improve your English, to improve your listening skills, to improve your speaking skills, right? So these are the 6 cartoons which I love watching, and I've been watching this since childhood, and I love watching these cartoons, and I'm sure everybody loves watching cartoons. And cartoons are the best platform, or best source to learn a language, right? We enjoy that. So that is why if you watch that in English, it will help us to learn a lot. I'll give you an example. My 4-year-old kid, she watches all the cartoons in English, and trust me on this, she's able to speak in English now. I have never asked her to speak in English. I never talked to her in English, but she has learned it from her cartoons. She practices it. She repeats what is said. She does role play. Whenever she's playing, she repeats those sentences while she's playing on her own. Right? So she catches those sentences, those words from there, and she repeats it while she's doing other things or while she's playing on her own. So you have to do the same thing. While you're watching a cartoon, you can do role plays, you can repeat the dialogues, you can repeat the sentences. Okay, and while you're doing anything, you can just recall and you can just speak those dialogues and repeat those sentences, and try using those sentences in your day-to-day activities, whatever you're doing. Okay, so you can just try to bring those sentences to your real life practice, and that will make a difference. So this is how you can create an English environment around you while listening to English cartoons or watching English cartoons. And you'll be able to practice English speaking by repeating sentences, by repeating their dialogues, by role playing. Okay, so these things are really going to help you in your speaking practice and making you fluent and confident in speaking in English. So take note of all these things, enjoy your cartoon, watch these cartoons, and do practice English speaking along with it. Do it for at least a month and you will see the difference for sure. So guys, that's the end for today's video. I'll see you in my next. Until then, keep learning, keep speaking, keep watching, and keep exploring. See you. Bye-bye.